Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast. What is going on with Coach Monty Williams, right? I mean, he's the new $78 million man to come be the savior head coach for the Detroit Pistons, and it has not been good. It's been absolutely terrible, and I think the Pistons are having some second thoughts with this contract that they cannot get out of. Honestly, they're going to have to eat majority of this before they can let Monty Williams go. And during that time period, can Monty Williams himself turn this around? Okay, you know, he left Phoenix. Okay, listen, all of it wasn't his fault, but they felt like it's time to go in a different direction. I felt like some of his adjustments, or the lack of adjustments in the playoffs with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, was just not enough. Okay, and with DeAndre Ayton, okay, even though I don't like DeAndre Ayton, I still thought that he could have put him in better positions to be successful, and he has not done that. So him leaving, I had no problems with the decision, right? But fast forward to Detroit, to him being the head coach of the Detroit Pistons. They are 2-16. Okay, they are right there along with the San Antonio Spurs as being the two worst teams in the NBA, right? And look, I know it's Monty Williams' first year, so how much rope does he get, right? I mean, should he get a lot? Okay, I don't know. I don't think so. Okay, you came from a winning program in Phoenix. You know, he was part of building it up. Okay, so coming to Detroit, we're not seeing the development. We're not seeing the wins. We're not seeing the players, develop and translate that into wins, right? Because what I'm looking at is Ime Udoka, who is the head coach of the Houston Rockets. Okay, he even took a year off. He comes back and he has the Rockets playing 500 ball. He has them playing hard. Early in the season, he had them up pretty high in the standings, right? Okay, and the Rockets were one of the worst teams last year. So what is Monty Williams' excuse, right? They have a bunch of young talent. Like he's getting paid, what, a 6-year, $78.5 million deal. I mean, yo, that's $80 million basically, you know? But I mean, what is Monty's excuse, right? Because there's reports that, look, he has a young player in Jaden Ivey who started in 73 games last year. And according to this, he says at the start of the season, Monty Williams did not conduct any meetings or have direct conversations with Ivey to inform him that he would be playing off the bench. What kind of coaching is that? Jaden Ivey was averaging 16 points last season and averaging 11. He's an up-and-coming player. You would think that would uptick closer to 19 points. It seems like he's kind of regressed. Is this because he's a bad player regressing, or is it because Coach Monty Williams, right? And again, he's had bad player relations in the past. In Phoenix, it was a bad relationship with DeAndre Ayton, right? There was a bad relationship with Jay Crowder. The whole, Jay Crowder was benched or whatever. Not really much discussion. That started the whole friction. Okay, friction with DeAndre Ayton and everything. I know Ayton had a lot to do with that, but again, you're the head coach. You're supposed to be the X's and O's guys and bring the team together, yo. Detroit Pistons got the work cut out with Monty Williams, and they got to eat that contract. But so far, it's looking like Monty Williams is not that coach. They got wiped a few days ago by the Lakers, okay, in an embarrassing fashion. All right, so Monty Williams, man, he's not on the hot seat this season because, I mean, who knows how long he's going to be the head coach of Detroit. I mean, he's going to have to turn this around pretty quickly. He's going to have to turn this season around pretty quickly and get this team to close to 500 because there is no excuse when you have young talent on that team with Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey. I mean, you have a lot of young pieces that should be developing, should be competing hard. And it don't seem like the player is really going to be one to play for Coach Monty, man. This is totally on him, but I'm not surprised though, right? We saw elements of this with Phoenix in terms of how we handled DeAndre Ayton and Jay Crowder. Okay, some of the X's and O's problems. Okay, with some of his schemes. All right. I mean, I know this story is not getting a lot of traction with Monty Williams because it's the Detroit Pistons, right? But at the end of the day, that contract, that $80 million contract is eye-popping, and he has not been performing. This is very, very bad. It's a bad look on Monty Williams. The Detroit Pistons, they thought they found a coach. He got fired from Phoenix, and they turned around. They thought they found their guy in Superman and pay him to a long-term contract, which is crazy. I don't know why teams do that. You can give him a big contract for the first couple of years, see how it works. Okay, then you can work on an extension. But to give this dude $6 million, I mean, I was shocked when he got that contract, out the gate, as if this dude was winning championships and whatnot, But Here they are though, Detroit Pistons, man, 2-16. Okay, player friction, not talking with players about being benched. You know, he feels like he's above the players. Okay, I get it's your position, but in this day and age, you gotta listen to your players. Okay, you gotta, you gotta treat them almost as equals to a certain extent, right? You want to get the most out of your players. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the day and age, man. You want to get the most out of your players, then you got to be able to communicate with them on their level, explain to them what's going on so they can buy into your system, buy into your program. And that don't seem like that's happening, man. Oh, man. Tough for Detroit Pistons. Monty Williams, worst coach in the NBA. Let me know what you guys think so far. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm out.